Hi there, and welcome to the Cotswold Explorer. I'm Robin Chuckborough, and today we're at the Oxford Foodies Festival. It's great fun. It's in the bottom of South Parks in Oxford. A lovely sunny day. It's a very interesting festival. There's some very nice music going on in the background I can hear. I'm looking forward to hearing some of that. But then there are some great food suppliers and drink suppliers here to whom I hope we're going to be speaking. There are also marvellous stands full of fantastic street food. It's not the first time we've done this. We came here a couple of years ago. It was a smaller event then. I'm looking forward to seeing how it's developed. Come with me. Hi, we've come to talk to Karim Naisi now about his wonderful cheese. He makes this cheese in Wiltshire, almost in the Cotswolds, it has to be said. We're going to talk to him a little bit about how it's made and how you can get hold of it. Come with me. Karim, it's good of you to give us a little of your time. I know how busy it is today, but can you just tell us a little bit about your cheese making to start with?
Okay, we make the cheese at Neston Home Farm in Wiltshire, near the town of Corsham. The herd is organic jerseys, so we only use the Jersey milk from the farm. We're making it's a French style. It's loosely based on reblochon, which comes from the Alps. So you have a washed rind, which is washed in a brine, and you have a nice creamy middle, which the Jersey milk gives to you. It gives you a lovely yellow colour, and the oranginess comes from washing of the rind. So you've got a very nice cheese. It takes about 6 weeks for the big ones to ripen from making, and about 4 weeks for the smaller ones to ripen. I've also got some fresh cheeses here today. We make curd cheese, and we flavour it with wasabi and one or two other flavourings like black truffle. I don't have any black truffle today.
Never mind. And tell me how you then sell it. I mean, this is a farm scale operation. Your herd is how many cows you've got?
Right. So the farm actually belongs to the Fuller family, who own the estate. We have some of the dairy premises next to the milking parlour. So I rent those from Sir James Fuller, and we make it on the farm as an independent business. So I don't have to milk any cows.
I see that.
You have to go in early to make a good cheese. The best thing to do is to use the milk as it's milked rather than storing it.
Yeah.
Once you start lowering the temperature, transporting it, pumping it, you're changing the nature of the milk. This milk we take this at 6 or 6:30 in the morning directly from the milking parlour, bring it round to our cheese vat, and by 7:30 cheese process is being made. Pasteurized cheese, so it's a lengthy process.
This is very exciting, actually. I suppose it has to be pasteurized these days. You take me back to my childhood, because I lived in the country in the Cotswolds where there was a Jersey herd in the farm next door.
Right.
I used to collect it in a churn, but you can't do that kind of thing anymore.
Lots of thick yellow cream, golden cream.
Exactly.
The old gold top people remember.
Yes.
Some of us remember that.
Well, that's exactly right. Okay, so then do you have a sort of farm gate way of...
There is a farm shop on the estate,
Right.
which is owned by the family but run by another company now.
Right, I see.
They developed it 10 years ago and then gave the day-to-day running, because of their many business interests, they gave the day-to-day running to another company.
Yeah.
Hartley Farm Shop, which have one near Bradford Naven, and run Neston Farm Shop.
I know, they run them well, so that's it.
Yeah,
And
so we sell a bit through
supply.
them, but we do regular farmers markets. If you're in the Cotswolds, we do Cirencester on the 4th Saturday of every month. We do Bath, Stroud, of course. We do Stroud on the 2nd Saturday of every month.
Right.
Stroud Farmers Market, and otherwise we're in Frome, London, and other places.
Well, you're perfect for us. You're doing at least 2 decent Cotswold farmers markets, which is excellent to see.
Geologically, we're on the tip of the southern tip of the Cotswolds. Most people, you do see signs up very near us, "Welcome to the Cotswolds," which is amusing, but geologically, the hills running through us are the Cotswold, the stone of the Cotswold.
I see. Well, it's extremely good. And do you think I might have a little taste of your wonderful cheese?
There we go.
Now, this cheese presumably is largely to be eaten wonderfully as a cheese and not necessarily cooked with, or do you use it cooked?
Very well. I think it melts very well. It doesn't go stringy like a raclette, where it stretches.
Yeah.
But it does bring out some new flavors, and people often say, "Oh no, cheese is too good to cook with." But it's silly, like saying a wine is too good to cook with. Because if you use cheap plonk, it's not going to be very nice, whatever you're making. So it does actually melt very well. In fact, the famous dish from the Alps is tartiflette, which is potatoes, onions, and you take a reblochon, which is a bit smaller than that, bigger than that, smaller than that. You cut it in half, and then you put it on top, flash it onto the grill. It melts on, and that makes your sauce.
Yes.
And that is delicious. And this cheese does very, very well in its stead.
Well, I think, to be honest, that sounds so delicious, I'm going to have to go away with one of these cheeses. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But thank you very much indeed. It's very nice to meet
It's been
you.
a pleasure to
And
talk to you.
I wish you luck with all of this. I hope you have an excellent day.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Here we are again at the Oxford Foodie Festival. Some lovely music going on in the background. I'm very excited about this one. We're going to meet Sarah Baker Collins, who is a cider maker. She's right on the borders of Somerset, so she's very much in our part of the world. I'm looking forward to meeting her, finding out about her new business, and also sampling some of her wares. Follow me. Sarah, it's lovely to see you, and thank you for giving us some of your time. I know it's busy today, but give me a little bit of a background on your business here.
Okay, so we have been looking at making some super ciders with antioxidant berries, organic, clean, gluten-free, vegan-friendly, something that's not on the market at the moment.
Right.
Aimed at the more female demographic, drinking out of a 330 bottle.
Yeah.
So we are aiming for more of the female market, not drinking out of a 500ml bottle. So we're kind of going on that angle. So clean, fresh, low in alcohol, antioxidant fruits.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Where do you get your fruits from?
All over the place in Somerset mainly, and we source them locally and all organic.
Yeah.
And we get our apples from a local farmer. And we also get our perry from local farmers too.
This is quite a challenge, actually, isn't it? Because the organic requirements are fairly strict, so that must be quite tricky to find the right suppliers for this stuff.
Yeah, it's been challenging, but I think really what it is a bit of research, some key research with the right suppliers, and that's really all it is.
Yeah.
It's putting it out there and getting those key suppliers in place.
Yes. So you have a product list that is slightly larger than I imagined. So you're doing not just cider, which is, in my mind anyway, apple-based, but also perries as well.
That's right, yeah. We do perry-based fruit ciders, and we do some 5% apple ciders.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, tell me where you... Do you have a shop of your own, or a farm shop?
We have a production unit in Somerset, in Clutton, called the Original Somerset Cider Company, and they produce our ciders for us, and that's where we produce it there.
And that's where people can come to there and thing.
Absolutely.
And what about your online presence? Do you have...
We do. We have a website at the moment, and we have Instagram and Facebook, but we're not actually selling online just as yet.
Right,
But
okay.
we are in lots of establishments called The Stables, which Fuller's own. So.
Oh, right, okay. So that's part of... Oh, that's interesting. So you have as full as a customer then?
Absolutely, yeah.
That's very good news. So this has been going very well. How long have you been active?
Only a year, so we've only been running a year. So we've done a lot, but we're just at startup really, and the journey's just beginning. We've got lots of awards for our ciders already. It's an exciting journey.
I think this is extremely exciting, and I wish you all the best with it. I really do. It sounds terrific. We will come back and sample some of your wonderful goods.
Do so.
Thank you, Sarah, very
Thank
much.
you.
Nice to talk to you.
Thank you.
We've now got an opportunity to visit an old friend. Behind me is the Cotswolds Distillery van, which is a new part of their business, which I've not heard about yet, so I'm going to be interested to talk to them about that. We're here to see James Partridge, who is the Regional Sales Associate for the Cotswolds. Come with me. James, it's very good of you to do this.
My pleasure.
We're of course old friends of the Cotswolds Distillery.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think the first time we came across you guys was about a month after the distillery opened, so that was a very long
very
time
early doors
ago.
then, yeah.
Extremely early doors. We did an interview with Daniel about why he was doing it and all that kind of
Sure.
stuff. We last saw him at the Juniperpalooza Gin Festival, but this bit of the business is a new one on me. So
Okay.
tell me a little bit about it.
Well, I mean, it's been running for a while. We have a separate in-house events team, so make sure we can get out to as many food festivals, do as many samplings as we possibly can, see as many people, introduce them to our great products.
Right.
So it's certainly not new, but I think we just the sheer footfall that we've experienced this year and the amount of events we've been to, we've been noticed a lot more, which has been great for the business. It's great to get the brand out there, and it's good to interact with people at these things when they want to have a drink, they want to try things, and it's great to talk to them.
How does the really innovative stuff here is this extraordinary whiskey you're producing in the Cotswolds. Tell me how that's going down.
I mean, I'm on the floor, every day, going into on and off trade premises, seeing how well it's going down. So I get asked for it on a daily basis. So I mean, since the initial launch on the 7th of October last year, when it finally became whiskey and we could sell it as so, it's been going great guns for us. It's got a great reputation. Obviously, it's multi-award winning now. So it's a wonderful product. We're very, very proud of it, and it's going great for us.
This is great stuff. Now, just so that my people who are looking at this know how to get hold of your stuff, for a start, you have your own distillery with a shop, do you not?
Absolutely, yes, we do. So the distillery itself is just under 4 miles outside of Shipson-on-Stour, in a little village called Stourton. So unless you've ever had the calls to go through Stourton, you might not have seen it before, but we're located out there with our own shop. You can also go to Cotswoldsdistillery.com and purchase through our online shop there as well.
Right. And there you can buy single bottles and stuff, not of thing.
Absolutely, yeah. It's single bottle. You can buy as much or as little as you like.
Yes, okay. That's very good. And now, of course, I mean, I know from your gin side of your business that your distribution is extremely wide and European wide indeed, and so it's become an enormous thing. Your whiskey distribution presumably is still growing, but is it mainly local?
It's grown quite dramatically over the past couple of weeks, to be honest. We've had our first orders go over to Poland, order over to Israel. We've now secured much wider distribution with the Waitrose chain as well.
Right.
So you'll be able to find our whiskey in over 200 stores and our gin in over 160 stores in the Waitrose chain.
Oh, that's extremely good news to hear. Well, I do congratulate you all. I think it's a wonderful business. It's such a young business and yet doing so well.
Absolutely.
And thank you for your time. Been very interesting. We will come back and have a little sample of something.
Pleasure. Thank you very much, Robert.
Very nice.
Cheers.
Nice to talk to you. Thank you. Well, we've had a great time at the Oxford Foodies Festival. It is just as lovely as it was the last time we were here a couple of years ago. The food is fantastic. We've had some wonderful calamari. We've tasted some amazing gin and whiskey, and even some cider. It's really amazing. I'm in such good condition still. It's been great fun. I hope you've enjoyed it with us. We'll be back shortly. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and you can find us on Facebook and Twitter, and of course our website is thecotswoldexplorer.co.uk. We'll see you soon.